fighters ready. Engage.
Also on that note, I also did a little mini show back last year for this. It was called Mobile Suit Highlights, and I actually took like the time to do like maybe half-hour episodes or 15 to 30-minute episodes, just giving the basics of each suit so everyone doesn't go into it blind. It's like, here are your options, here are probably the options that you should go with. It's back in my old YouTube channel, but it's kind of irrelevant at this point because Full Boost is coming out, and I'll be rebooting my show called Shin Mobile Suit Highlights, and I'll be doing that about maybe two a month per thing, because it's definitely one of those things that like you don't want to get the wrong info and give the wrong info to people about how to play a mobile suit. So it's basically just a show that can be watched on the side. So when you're if you're thinking about picking up a suit, get some info. So you're not only improving yourself, but you're also making finding the right partners and finding the right chemistry of what suits you should be looking for, and what kind of partners you should be looking for per suit.
Not to mention also between me and Josh, we got the forecast, which is another tool we can use from our end. So, and just kind of build small bridges between various groups that are out there anyway, and all that. Make a start on something, because obviously there is a few out there. So
yeah,
there's MHQ, there's other ones that Josh knows. There's
MHQ, there's the SoCal Gundam Gaff group. There's the Montreal group for Extreme Versus. They usually have good turnouts there, I hear, because I do have a couple friends up there. There's all sorts of groups for Gundam all around the world. It's just finding it, getting a way to build bridges between each other, so we can all have find matches that we can have, that are local,
a more bigger
nearby.
Centralized sort of community kind of
Exactly.
Exactly. Communicate easier. Yeah, that's kind of it.
Also random, but I'm glad to hear they finally improved the Arcade Gundam in Full Boost, because from what I've heard, it's very shit tier in this game, even as a DLC unit. The Arcade Gundam.
Arcade
tier? Are you kidding me?
I don't. It's not necessarily shit tier. But it has limited options because it relies so much on kind of a gimmick that if people don't know how to face with it, they could get wrecked by Arch.
Okay, yeah, because what I've been seeing online is a lot of people tend to put it at the bottom of the 2500s.
Yeah, I mean because it relies on that gimmick. It relies on its 4 or 6 BC. It relies on that little spin melee move that's it's kind of weird.
Yeah, it sucks.
Also, Arch Gundam got Arch Gundam got nerfed after its release for DLC. It actually had a combo that could one-hit kill any MS.
Oh, really?
I totally forgot about that.
They actually fixed it, so it can't do that anymore.
Wait, who has the one-hit combo?
The Arcade.
It used to.
OTG.
Wow.
MSO6 Borjanon.
Xeon, by the way. God damn.
MSO6 Borjanon has a question. He says, when I get Full Boost, will you customize your music immediately? If so, then what? Just curious. I am going to customize my music. I'm going to try to get the themes from the actual Gundam shows. And try to put them into place, like for the Zeta Gundam characters. Since we don't get the Zeta Gundam themes from the show, I'm just gonna I'm gonna move the MP3s over to my PS3 and then set them on those songs and try to get the full length songs for each one of the characters. I'm gonna stay true to the game's theme, but if certain songs are missing because of legal reasons, I'm putting them in. So fuck it.
I was gonna probably what I'm gonna try to do is, because I have this program that can do vocal removing, and I wanted to try to make instrumental versions of the songs just so I feel the instrumentals kind of fit a little bit better with the game.
Yeah.
But
you can probably just find you probably just find the karaoke versions online.
Oh yeah, that's what I would do in that case if you can
I
find
wonder if they
them.
would I've never actually tried looking for that with Gundam. I will actually look.
Oh, there's plenty of them, trust me.
I was trying to do it really hard with Reason from, like I said, from Tekken, because I love the song. And while I do like the vocals, I really like the instrumentals in that song, so I want an instrumental version of that.
This is a curious
I was
question.
trying to learn how to remove vocals from the song.
Well, curious question to throw out was also for that kind of thing. Actually, you guys going to use any little remixes they've done, Super Robot Wars versions over the years for some themes? Or not?
I would use the Zeta Gundam Super Robot Wars remix. The Super Robot Wars Super Robot Spirits remix. That shit is the best.
I've kind of thought
There's
about
one,
having
the one from Alpha 3 for Invoker's pretty good. Zed's version of Dreams is pretty good for X as well, actually.
Yeah.
Those two are pretty good, so they'd be good substitutes. So
I want my dreams to be Mao humming. They need to release a CD with Mao humming out the full thing. Dreams. After that episode where he was humming it, because I
no!
On Build Fighters.
Oh my god.
Who got clapped? Logan?
I was running away at full boost.
Oh, great.
Well said.
Oh, that didn't end well at all.
I kind of told what I'm gonna do about the music and full boost because I think for the early maybe the first 2 weeks I'll let people enjoy the music in it before I start mixing my own stuff into it. Which makes me curious. I wonder how the online custom soundtracks are gonna work because they did.
I was thinking about that too.
By that translation, it's like okay, yeah, there are online custom soundtracks. I thought that was just a mistranslation back in the day, so I was like wondering how in the world is that gonna work?
Would it work like Tekken Tag 2's one kind of, or not maybe?
Yeah, it'll work like Tekken Tag 2's. The person on the opposite end is not gonna be able to hear your custom soundtrack. It's just all pretty much you're the only one that's gonna be able to hear it. But since I'm streaming it, everybody will be able to hear it.
I'm sure they wouldn't set it up so you could hear other people's music because then you could do some severe trolling.
Exactly. That would be part of it.
Severe trolling is best trolling.
Oh man.
I have a question about the account thing. Do I need to make a separate user account to make a Japanese PSN?
Yes.
Yes, you
need
do.
your own email, and you have to make a separate user account. Yes, you can't have a user account log into more than one PSN.
Okay.
Thankfully, it's very easy to actually make one. There's actually a lot of helpful tutorials online on YouTube. You just search it up.
Okay,
It's pretty simple. Just yeah. I mean, I made mine without a tutorial, but I do also know katakana and hiragana, so that helped.
No, yeah, that I know. I don't have a problem with that. I just wondered if I have to change it.
I don't know any of that stuff for Japanese.
Lucky
So.
bastard.
The thing
I need
is,
to do that.
the only problem is you need to give a valid address, but other than that, they don't really give a shit.
You don't really need to give a valid address.
Living at the Emperor's
You
Palace,
just need like
Yeah.
as long as it's a real address.
Well, I gave the address of the Gundam Museum, and they accepted that.
I'll use that as well.
Doc, what were you saying?
I think they just need a zip code, maybe. Something
Yeah,
like
it's not even the address really; it's the zip code. You need the correct area.
specifically the zip code. That's crucial.
Yeah.
Like I made some gibberish for the address, and I didn't even use a
I
proper.
probably just live on Ooze Street because I just typed a bunch of ooze for one of my. I have 2 Japanese accounts. One of them I actually researched the shit. The other one I made it in like 2 seconds. Oh
What's
god!
weird is like the
Soul Bro body slam. Jesus.
I will say, I am really sad to hear. I'm really sad to hear the Epion is like the weakest of the 3000s in full boost.
Oh, that
Yeah.
sucks. Everybody's been waiting to play it.
It's actually not the
It
weakest.
relies way too much on melee. It doesn't really have any projectile options, and it's like zero
doesn't have
system
any.
type deal. Yeah, it's zero system type deal. Also, just consumes a whole more of its boost. So it's just
Epion relies too much on melee and use at 11.
I know, right?
I was gonna say, like, I was wondering what the whole thing about the beam sword power up mode. What are the disadvantages to that?
Yeah, it consumes more boost.
Sure.
You don't look as cool.
I don't know if
When
it
you're
actually
at
has a negative
consumes more
effect.
boost for Epion.
Hey, a gold team.
See, I was thinking the Epion would be really good in this game with the addition of the step cancel, as opposed to like in the other games, because you would be able to string some pretty crazy combos with it, I would think. But since it does have the reliance on melee, yeah.
Also, on Gundam X, he was actually really strong. It's just a lot of people didn't know how to play him. And it,
See, that's what I have to wonder with these tier lists, though, because I have to wonder if it's going to be like other games where it's like, you know, I remember the tier list with Brawl where Captain Falcon was once at the bottom and for some reason he switched to the top and that game gets no updates or anything.
I don't
So
think
it's like-
tier lists really matter in full boost as it does in extreme versus because there's so many factors going into it that ultimately comes down to having a good partner and having a good understanding of all the suits in the match.
Is Barney Zoth considered like a expert unit?
It has made me wonder though, like in a tournament setting, would it be better to play in 2s and stuff because you would need to have a pretty good coordinated partner depending on your play style.
Nice job on that sumo.
Oh yeah, I got lucky there.
But someone asked me about the Zaku.
Yeah, I said, is Bernie Zaku considered like an expert healer? Because it seems to be kind of tricky to play with.
Yeah, Bernie Zaku, you basically need to be really good at reading your opponent in the sense that you need to know where they're going to be the next 2 seconds every time if you want to land those grenades.
Oh, sounds about
like,
right.
yeah, you have to like basically follow through with the grenades. You see the enemy's path, if you're going to go there, throw a grenade that way. You basically have to be a psychic to play correctly on that.
Well, I mean,
well, if it's range heavy, maybe the Gotcha Laden will still be pretty good in it.
What was your question about the tournament setting in 2 versus?
Oh, I was saying,
2?
so in a tournament setting though, would you want to like, because I would imagine a lot of it has to do with like you and your synergy with your partner. Like, would you? Are the tournaments usually conducted in 2v2s or what?
Yes. Because the game's centrally a 2 versus 2.
Or not? I mean, not 2v2. Like, as in, do you? Sorry, I didn't mean to word it that way. Do you choose who your partner is, or like do you enter as 2 people usually? Or
Yeah,
do
you
you
enter
just
as a
enter
team.
singles? Oh,
You enter as a team. Yeah. If you don't have a partner, usually in tournaments, there'll be like a pool of people that don't have partners, so they just match you up with a random person, or you get matched up, or you just try to.
So I remember that the only time I've heard of an official tournament with this was with Evo when that was out here. It wasn't an official tournament, but it was one of the games that one of the
side
people,
tournaments, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I really wanted to go to that, and I was depressed that I couldn't because I was sick at the time. But yeah, that would have been fun. I wonder if they'll do that with Evo this year. Is there? Wait,
I'm pretty sure they're gonna do a side tournament at Evo. If not, there's always gonna be an official like main game at
Not
Evo.
an official thing, but as a side
Yeah,
thing.
they're definitely gonna have a side tournament. Yeah. I'm like 95% sure there'll be a side tournament there, unless something devastating happens and something happens to the venue.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's obviously getting recognition at fighting game tournaments, though, and it's building up more interest, though. Anyway, though.
I think it'll be interesting if Justin Wong actually enters full boost at SoCal Regionals, because I think he is.
Oh, that's awesome if he does.
And I love. There's still a lot of people I've met that still say that this is not a fighting game.
Isn't there some forums who still insist that it's a shooting game?
Yeah, Virtual On was a fighting game, and it's like a distant cousin to Virtual On, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah,
you know, it's not 2 sticks, but it's still that some of the fundamentals are there.
Like it's not. He tried to make it out like it was like a third-person shooter type game, and I'm like, no.
People are too constrained with what defines
Labels.
fighting. They're too. They're too used to like saying one character's at the left, one character's at the right, and that's how.
Two-dimensional plane mostly. Yeah.
It's not a Street Fighter style fighter, but it's definitely not a shooter game.
No, I consider this a fighting game. It's just it's a 3D fighting game, but it is.
The thing I described it when I did the podcast with Josh is pretty much it's a 3D open arena brawler, pretty much though.
Yeah.
I would actually classify this game as closer to a MOBA.
Yeah, that's not a bad description.
That seems
so
different.
Ow.
They have cooldown times. Each character has damage to like counter damage to whatever.
I think it's a bit of a stretch to call it a MOBA, because MOBA's how.
Yeah, I think that's a bit of a stretch.
I think it's like this game is to fighting games as an RPG is to a MOBA, if anything.
There you go. Listen to that. We're coming up with shit.
And this is proof that genres are way too constrained. Because it gets way too complex to just filter things into certain genres a lot of the time with gaming now.
Yeah.
Some games are easy to fill in, but there are some games that are just really not a single genre name for it. Who cares about genre anyway? Jeez. It's a competitive,
that's overrated.
No
fun
labels.
multiplayer game, which requires skill.
Who cares? Hey, if you can make Magical Drop and Puyo Puyo competitive, this has everybody competitive, okay?
Of course, it's competitive.
Wait, Magical Drop and Puyo Puyo are competitive?
That's awesome.
Puyo Puyo, son.
I did not know that.
Our tournament for that.
That shit is
All I
real.
know is back in that Puyo Puyo was my game of choice when I would finish projects in my CS2 class.
Have you seen Genshiken? The salt is real.
The salt is real?
Room on the computer.
Yeah, man, if you saw Genshiken, you know.
That's awesome.
If only there was competitive Oregon Trail. That'd be the best.
Competitive Oregon Trail. You have to see who you have 2 people start at the same time. Whoever doesn't lose their party.
Oh no!
Pretty
And
much.
Chris G came down with cholera. That's gonna hurt him.
Oh, speaking of which,
Chris came with space AIDS.
yeah, he's going to California, huh? He's going on that California trail.
He's moving to Cali, man. He's selling all his stuff.
Liquidated, man. Damn, everything must go.
He died of DNA.
Chris G is gonna get so much hate.
Yeah, he is. Chris G is leaving the East Coast. He's going to California. I can understand because his roommate recently died. So so basically,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Nelson was his roommate. For those that don't know, Nelson Reyes was a player in the FGC and a commentator. He recently died of having a seizure.
That's Yipe's brother?
And Nelson? No, Nelson is not Yipe's brother, but I know that Nelson was in the EMP and Yipes is in the Empire as well. So they call each other brothers loosely, but yeah, Nelson recently died from a seizure, and I remember hearing on streams a few weeks ago that they were roommates, Chris G and him. So when he died, I'm assuming that his living situation was a little bit changed. So I think an opportunity presented itself to go to Cali, especially since he's on Team AGE. They're based out of California. It's probably best that he goes out there.
Yeah.
But
when you were saying all that, when you said Chris G, you were making me think from last week when you were calling Chris G on the
guy
stream.
in charge.
Guanche?
That was my fault. That was my fault.
I was thinking all of a sudden, is Chris leading a double life here I don't know about and all that stuff
God.
all of a sudden?
Yes, and
So
that's why the song goes MAHQ's Chris G. Do 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 do. No, not really. Never.
Chris G.
That's my shit right there.
It's not good telling our kids, man.
Ooh. Triflosin, man, taking it easy on us. Taking it easy. Don't take it easy on us, man.
Curiosity, what other fighting games do you guys play?
I play Marvel. I play King of Fighters. I play at Street Fighter 4. I also play an assortment. I'm pretty open when it comes to fighters. I'm not really good at Mortal Kombat or several 3D fighters, but I'd say Marvel, KOF, Street Fighter. I'm trying to think of something that's not Capcom related that I play. Blaze Blue, I'm picking up the new one when it comes out, most definitely.
Is that JoJo Fighter game any good?
JoJo, I own that, and it could be better.
Okay. Here's my 2 cents on the JoJo
It could
Fighter.
be better.
It started off, it released in a very bad state, but they're making constant updates to it. It's kind of getting there. It's not there yet, but it's actually way at least 5 times better than it was.
It's much better now than it used to be, and if they continue to make strides with it, I mean, honestly, I don't see it getting I don't see it improving vastly until they come up with an update to the game, like an overall update you have to go out and buy. But it's playable now, which is good, and I'll be streaming it sometime next week. So for those who want to get in on that, definitely let me know.
I heard you guys mention that earlier with in regards to the quality of the game, so I was just curious.
I'll be picking up
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
The only competitive fighter I play besides this would probably... It's not a competitive fighter even. I play Mugen.
Mugen?
There you go. The best fighter.
Mugen is the best fighter, yes. Anything where I can have a tall geese fighting, Ryu or something like that.
Or Tom Hanks.
Don't forget about Sackclaps and Ghetto War Machine.
Oh, Ghetto War Machine.
Oh, so bro, about your JoJo thing, I'll get on your JoJo thing. I do have JoJo.
Oh hell yeah, man! You're more than welcome. I'll keep you guys posted.
What about that jump fighting game? Aren't they making one?
Jump.
Victory Versus. Yeah, it's a 3D one. It's gonna have a buttload of characters. They're even going for some more.
Is it just gonna be Jump Ultimate Stars converted to 3D?
Possibly.
No, it's an entirely different game.
It's basically this.
Oh.
No.
I don't know if it's basically this. I'm not sure. I haven't seen actual videos.
I mean, roughly the kind of style of game.
It's interesting.
I was gonna say before Tekken Revolution is one of my main ones I play.
Oh, Revolution? Oh shit.
Yeah, it's still a little
I
bit.
really like the what was it? The Melee clone. I ended up playing it.
Project M?
Oh, Project M.
Ballerina Dawn. It was the one with Dragon Ball.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
I've got that. I've got that on PS2 still, actually.
It was on PS2. I just had
It's
it.
kind of like.
I had
Yeah,
it.
it was on
It was kind of fun.
PS2.
It wasn't
Yeah.
like an amazing game, but it was kind of fun.
Oh
Damn
my
it!
god.
We were so close
Oh,
too.
guys, speaking of bad Bandai fighting games, they need to fire whoever made the last Saint Seiya fighting game.
Yeah, I heard about that shit.
Sanctuary Battle, it is garbage.
Yeah, didn't they bring that out here?
Yes.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
did.
on digital, right?
And they friggin' it's like $60. It's
Yeah, Chris and I were talking about that, and when he told me it was $60, I fucking laughed. I couldn't stop laughing. That's like, yo,
Didn't they make
On a
that
similar
Saint Seiya
note-
Musou game?
On a similar note, I was telling to Dylan earlier, Soul Calibur 5, a lot of the profiles have had updates or retcons done to their profiles for the characters.
I don't care.
Ooh.
Unless they put Zaza Lamel back in, I'm never touching Soul Calibur again.
damn.
I have never touched it again.
Because I didn't enjoy 5 all that much, but it's like
I didn't enjoy 4. I enjoyed 3. 4 was
same here. I like 3 the most. I like
And
3 the
then-
most as well.
and then 5 removed Zaza Lamel. They removed my bread and butter. So no.
Yeah, they took time out as well later
I will
on. It's
never
like
buy it. I know it's bad to get fixated on one character, but Jesus Christ, man.
That's a problem.
When they take out your character, that's a big deal.
Hey man,
Yes,
that's
exactly.
why there's other characters to pick, man. You gotta break for him sometime.
Timeline. Anyone in that game except for Zaza Lamel. I don't know why.
I haven't touched Soul Calibur since like I wish it was 2. I think I actually did pick up 4. That was
Soul Edge or Soul Blade PS1.
It made my
Probably the
brother
best one.
so happy when I told him they were making Soul Calibur 2 high def.
Oh wow.
Too bad. I heard the online is broken.
And
in
maybe
it.
it's because I'm not.
the online is very bad. The online is very bad. I got it. It's very, very, very stuttery and laggy
Shit.
as hell. It sucks.
Kind of winded
They haven't
it.
patched it either. And it made my PS2 crash on 1 or 2 occasions as well, just by playing it regular.
What?
Yes,
This is
seriously.
150 meter sword. God damn it.
It's just, I don't know how that happens anyway. It's just a story. I think it's badly coded or something, I don't know.
You know, a lot of HD
Probably
remixes
outsourced that
lately
happy.
seem to not turn out very well. So, I don't know.
But anyway,
Like,
at least I've got...
why?
At least I've
Okay,
got
since there are people who play fighting games a lot in here,
Mhm.
why was 2 better than 3 with Soul Calibur?
it's balanced more.
because
It's balanced more.
Mechanics.
It's balanced that it doesn't delete your save. Yeah, it doesn't delete your save.
Oh
Also.
god, yes, conquest mode.
I never did that.
Hell yes.
Or do you want what?
I did buy like a greatest hits version of 3 though, so that might be why. But I don't
Yeah,
know.
same here. I never got that. I never got that problem.
For me,
I
I
don't
don't,
think they
know.
could.
Maybe it's because I'm not as into the balance or the fighting gameplay, and I was more into just playing it. I don't know. I love the created character in 3, and I like the reason why I didn't like it in 4 was they removed a lot of the custom weapons, which bugged me. Even if they weren't all entirely original, I like the idea that the custom characters weren't just carbon copies of the already made characters.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
agree. It was nice that they, even if the new fighting styles were kind of weak, it was nice that they existed. Stuff like Sword and Shield or Grieve Edge.
Yeah, the grave edges, those were awesome.
So
Yeah.
I always found it funny how Soul Calibur is just sort of into usually how in most fighting games you get split up into either casual play or competitive play. In Soul Calibur, it's casual play, competitive play, or you just dick around and create a character and that's it. For the game.
Yeah, I will admit, more.
Like,
I probably
literally
spent more
dick.
time on creative character streams than actually.
on number 5.
Oh, that reminds me. By the way, don't forget what Solbro got called out on once on Gundam to Bill whipped it once.
Oh, the M Machine? Oh yeah,
Yes.
I made M Machine and all sorts of other characters, man. I forget who else I made. I made Hamaru.
Yeah.
Well, they
That
made
all started in 3 anyway. The custom characters started in 3 anyway. That's another good point anyway that I like about it. It all started from 3 onwards. So
My
custom
bad.
character
Yeah.
4 was actually. I still think that 4 is a wonderful looking game.
that was my
But
fault.
dear God, why would they remove the custom? They removed custom weapons. I actually didn't like the critical edge system. I don't know why. I thought the animations looked cool, but otherwise it just I don't know. Felt odd.
Also,
close
the Star
breaking.
the Star Wars guest characters were silly anyway.
Yoda was the best character.
I like Yoda. I like Yoda because you could just
There you
spam him to get money because he was so cheap.
Yeah.
I did think it was kind of funny that Darth Vader was given a special kill animation just for Yoda.
Wow.
Well, he couldn't use his regular one.
Oh yeah, because it's so small.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. And then Star Killer is all just sorts of broken in that game.
That's
God. I remember that game playing arcade mode for the first time. First 6 matches are perfectly fine, then you go against Star Killer, and this is on the hardest difficulty. And suddenly, what the fuck am I playing? What happened?
Oh my God.
Has anyone ever played Melty Blood?
Yeah.
I love Melty Blood.
I have characters from Melty Blood and Mugen.
Well,
That's I have.
Barely counts.
Who do you play in Melty Blood?
Ah.
I play Shiki actually a lot.
I guess another
Is my volume good?
that I've actually played would be Blaze Blue, if anyone likes that. But
I like
Yeah,
Blaze Blue.
the very first Blaze Blue on the PSP, I had it for.
I actually have the latest Blaze
That
Blue.
game has the most amazing music. It is Guilty. That game, the company does Guilty Gear.
Same guys
Yep.
make Guilty Gear.
Is the music just as amazing in Guilty Gear?
Yeah, it's very awesome.
Same composer,
I
same
need to get
director.
Guilty Gear soundtracks because oh my
Any fucking
god.
metal.
The director
you
also
guys do
does.
know they're gonna make a crossover game, right? Guilty Gear and Blaze Blue.
Yes, it's Arc System Works. I forget the name of the gentleman, but the guy who does the music for Guilty Gear is the same guy who does the artwork for Guilty Gear as well, the character designer and all that, and the director.
Ishiwatari.
Yeah, Ishiwatari. Yeah, he also does Soul Bad Guy's voice in the original version of X, and then they got my man George Nakata to fucking do the dude's voice after that. George Nakata, I love that dude, man. He's
I need to
amazing.
get the soundtracks for these games because I love the Blaze Blue ones.
And then you'll love.
I actually haven't played Guilty Gear. Is Guilty Gear pretty similar to Blaze Blue?
I think you should see the other way around. It's Blue is a little similar to Guilty Gear.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the difference between Street Fighter and Darkstalkers. There's there's similar elements, but there are elements that are different too.
How would you compare Persona to them, bro? I think
Persona's a lot more simplified in many ways because it does have the auto combo system, but it's a lot more Oki centric. Like unlike Blaze Blue in Persona, you can't wake up to the side. You can only wake up in just where you're at. Unlike Blaze Blue, you can wake up left or right. So it's a very way different system.
Hey man, that was killing a lot of money, man.
Ooh.
With the Persona 5, Q, and a singing game. They are big pimping right now.
They are banking.
And that movie.
I still need to play Persona 4. I played 3, but never 4.
Golden is the way to go.
Persona 4 Gold. I need to get a Vita before I can do that. I really want one though. Vita actually has quite a few games I really want.
It's better games right this year, actually, quite a lot. More so than the 3DS, or at least new ones, in my opinion.
Though the 3DS is getting the 3DS getting the new Monster Hunter 4 that it actually has real online play.
Yeah, but that's Japan though.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm getting it. Oh wait, 3DS, no region. Oh fuck.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, Amuro.
Yo.
Is Z3 digital only for the Vita?
Yeah.
I haven't heard. Oh,
okay.
That's
They
what
did
I
say
heard.
that,
Digital only.
They did say that on the stream.
that free? Oh yeah, that is, yeah,
Z3,
it's only, yeah.
Z3 on Vita is only digital, so if you want to get it, you have to be under a Japanese account on Vita.
Well, that's fine. I can just find it on the same account I buy all my Gundam stuff.
Yeah, but have fun getting those memory sticks to the Vita.
After this match, I'm going to start the room over one more time, and then that'll be the last set that we're doing. So
All right.
Okay.
The
So
other
who needs
problem
invites
is
to that room then?